That's Beat It, and that is Myles Frost, a Tony nominee. In MJ the Musical, Frost plays the iconic Michael Jackson, and Myles is making his Broadway debut. Joining me now as a fresh Tony nominee for his role as Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Musical. Myles, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
When you hear all that extra sentence at the end of your name, I mean, this is fresh.
I mean,
Broadway debut, come on.
No, it's so humbling. I'm so humbled, and I'm so blessed to have this opportunity, and just thanking the Broadway community for being so supportive of me and taking me under their wing. You know, like I said, this is my Broadway debut, and I'm new to Broadway, so it's a lot that I have to learn, and I'm just so blessed.
Let's just talk a little bit because you know, obviously Michael Jackson, iconic. Generations. I mean, I have to say, you know, the little hat that the younger Michael plays when he was on, what, Ed Sullivan?
Yeah.
I saw the Jackson 5 when I was growing up at the Ohio State Fair when they were wearing those outfits. So I am like, you know, this is part, I think, and when I was at the opening night, the audience, you know, we all were relating to something in our lives, this music.
Right.
For you, you grew up in Maryland, raised in the Washington, D.C. area. Where did Michael Jackson play in your life? Fair to say you're a little younger than I am.
Well, you know, being no, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm 22. I'm 22, and I have an old soul. You know, I've always gravitated towards the roots of where I feel like music comes from. You know, for my generation, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, you know, Janet. You know, that's Sammy Davis Jr. Like these are the people that my mom made sure that I grew up listening to, and just like the world did, you know, I gravitated towards Michael's music, and I'm an artist myself, and I wanted to learn how Michael learned. Michael learned by taking past artists like James Brown, like Sammy Davis Jr., like Gene Kelly, like Bob Fosse, like Fred Astaire, and picking things from each person to build who he is, and learning how to add his own twist onto things. And that's how I wanted to build who Myles is, who Myles Frost is. I wanted to take from Michael Jackson. I wanted to take from Stevie Wonder. I wanted to take from Alicia Keys. I wanted to take from John Legend, Chris Brown, Usher, and build who Myles Frost is. So that was the motivation of how I learned like Michael. And then, yeah.
Pardon? Finish your thought. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I was just gonna say, you know, and when I started this process, that carrying on that mentality and that thought process really helped me with this show.
I know you are a musician as well, several different instruments, which are piano. I know is one of them, right?
Yeah, piano, drums, saxophone, trumpet. I grew up playing those, and I still dabble as well. So
that has to come through. How about the dancing? As far as, I mean, the iconic, how many times am I going to use that word? The moonwalk and other different slides. And I got to say.
I see you got a little something there. I see you got a little something.
You are generous, my friend. You are generous. But no, I was watching your feet. I was watching everything. How easy, difficult, natural?
Ooh,
on the dance.
Very natural. Very natural, but through Chris Wilden and Rich and Tone Talladega danced with Michael from the History Tour up until he passed, and they carry the spirit of Michael. And even though a lot of his moves came naturally to me, there's always room to be sharper. There's always learning the attitude and the purpose behind each move is what makes it so iconic. You know, every move is a silhouette. You can take a picture of Michael Jackson at any point, and it's a silhouette of something super sharp and super specific. And to get there is a level of mastery and craftsmanship that I strive to reach, not only in the show, but just in my personal life.
And let's just say here, it's not all music and dancing. You are playing a complicated man. This was just a short period of time in his life. And, you know, there were ups and downs, we know. I could see the tears in your eyes. As an actor playing Michael Jackson, I mean, you've got to dig deep in there too, from your wealth of experience, but also from the context you made. You talked to the family, the estate. I know is a producer, part of this production.
Yes, they yeah, they've made it known that they really feel like I have the spirit of Mike, and that's something that I hold really near and dear to me. And as far as, Michael's life and really trying to tap into that, you know, a lot of our growing up, I'm only 22, so I haven't experienced everything, but up until that point, I mean, our lives are not that too far off. I mean, obviously I didn't have stardom at 6, but I feel like my life was in ways a microcosm of his life. And I pull from those things, whether it's the relationship with his father, or I pull from the relationship with his brothers and his family and his mother. I pull from those things that I can connect with, that ring true to me. Mm-hmm. Because that's what acting for me is. Not acting. Acting for me is being. Mm-hmm. I am it. I believe everything that I'm doing. I don't believe for a second that I'm Michael Jackson. I believe that I'm Myles Frost all the time. I'm Myles Frost telling the story of. And with that, I let the emotions flow.
I gotta say, in my audience, there were people shouting Michael, and yes. You hear that, right? You hear that from us.
I do. I do. It's unreal. It's sometimes it's acknowledgement for me that I'm going in the right direction. Mm-hmm. And that, because every shout like that, I feel like, there's so many people come to this show with so many different feelings and opinions. Some people are coming to understand. Some people are coming with completely opposite views of Michael. Some people are coming to heal. And when I hear those people, say, Michael, we love you, Michael. And, I remember the first time, I remember the first time I heard it. And it caught me so off guard, because I go into every performance thinking that, okay, my goal is to make them believe me. I know that I don't take for granted them believing me as soon as I walk into the first scene. Mm-hmm. I never take that for granted. I treat every show like it's my first show, because it is to somebody.
Myles, my last question is, it does, there are many songs, some parts of songs we hear, ending Man in the Mirror, and that incredible scene at the end, which I know has been a challenge, but we're on our feet. When you talk about coming for being uplifted, it really is an uplifting feeling, because we're all clapping with you, and I'm doing my bad dancing, and right? We're real free, though, right?
No, I know you got some.
You see us.
No, but definitely, no. It's a beautiful moment. I feel, for lack of a better word, I feel naked in that moment. I feel like this is me speaking as clearly as I can through Myles, through Michael, to the audience. And I feel like this is also the audience reflecting back on me as well, and being vulnerable with me. It's a like, I feel like in that moment we have each other's hearts in our hands, and that's every night that's a moment that I look forward to and I never take for granted.
Myles Frost, Tony Award nominee for his performance, leading actor in a musical, the musical MJ, the musical. 10 nominations, the second most nominations on this Tony Award nominations day. Myles, best of luck, continued success, and enjoy in the moment. I know you are. Why do I even need to say that? I can tell from your integrity already. Thank you for your time, Myles.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck. You can see the 75th Annual Tony Awards, hosted by Tony nominee and West Side Story Oscar winner Ariana DeBose, on Sunday, June 12th. Coverage begins streaming on Paramount Plus at 7 p.m. The awards ceremony will be on CBS 2 at 8 o'clock. For more information on the Tony nominations and our special coverage, Broadway and beyond, go to our website, cbsnewyork.com.